Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. This is spiritual exercise entitled Here You Fed a Few, but Spiritually Nations. Boy, my. Many a times we count ourselves by the way we could see physically with our eyes what we can put our hands on. A lot of times people see us by what we physically can touch, what we physically have. We are judged by the clothes we wear or the car that we drive. Sometimes people look at us and judge us by the job that we have, by the income that we provide, you know, by what we got in our front pocket or what we can sign our name to, or where we go and eat, or where we sit at in a function. Some people judge us by who we able to stand beside or who calls our name when we come into a place. Many a times we are judged by the atmosphere that we project when we come around. Sometimes we even judge by the things that we have done in this life here. In other words, what position did we hold where others can see our name on plaques, on buildings, in different places, on different doors as they come in? What effect can others people use our names in different situations and circumstances when they need us? We judge like that. It is a remarkable thing, the standards for which people will judge us by. We only as good as our names, some people would say. How good are you? What good is you to me, as they say. They even had a song out. What have you done for me lately? See, that's how good you are. What have you done? And it's remarkable how we continue to try to live underneath such a standard for other people to see us, to judge us by. We will go and stand out in lines for hours just to buy a pair of gym shoes so others can see us wear, so we can be judged by that particular standard. We would go work a 40-hour week to be able to drive a certain car that we only drive on Sunday, so we can pull it out and wash it Saturday so we can get it in on Sunday to pull up into a building that we only walk in on Sunday to spend a few hours so others can see us drive it, and then park it back in the garage just to let other people see that we have it. You know, we would do things like that, you know, buy rings and watches and chains and things just to show other people that we have some things, even though our cupboards will be bare and we have disconnect notices laying all over the table. But we want to be seen and be judged. But here is the thing. It is an interesting thing when we come into the house of the Lord that we can do so little that we could try to begin to touch a person here. Excuse me. And maybe it feels like that maybe we don't talk to many people. Maybe it looks like sometimes that we're not being effective. Maybe it looks like we're not being uh, ministering to a lot of people. But sometimes it look like maybe it's only 15, 20 people, maybe in a Sunday school class, or maybe we only ministering to one person a month, or maybe we not even getting out the house because we unable to. And every now and then we get to a doctor's office or we get to a grocery store or we talk to somebody on the phone and we get a chance to tell them about the death, the burial, and the resurrection, or we just live our life and we walk in the ways of Christ and we don't get a chance to get out at all too much, but all we do every day is live for Christ and we live our lives in a certain way and in a certain manner. And all we do is every now and then we get a phone call, but we still hold fast to the principles of God. Maybe we don't get a chance to talk to a lot of people. Maybe we got a small Sunday school class we teach, or maybe we got a small ministry that we work in. Maybe we just mentor one or two people a year. Maybe we just talk to a person every now and then. Maybe it don't look like much right here on earth, but we never see the effects of how it goes on. We never see how it continues to grow as you talk to this person here and this person gets away and go away from you and you change this one person's life and this person talks to this person and changes that person's life and that person changes the next person's life and that person there will talk to two other people and changes those two people's lives and those two people talks to three other people and changes those three other people's lives and the persons those three other people's changes those three other people's lives apiece, and one of them people becomes a preacher and they changes a whole community's lives, and one of those preachers that becomes a preacher came goes and changes a whole entire city's life because they have a big old church, and one of those people out of the church goes over here and goes into another country and becomes a missionary and changes a whole country's life. And one of those in that country leaves that country and goes over to another country and changes that country's life. It just goes on and on and on. And if one of them leaves that country and goes over to another country and changes a whole nation's life, and one of them comes back over here and it just keeps going on. And all you did was spoke to one. But you never see all of that. But all you did was live your life following Christ and you talk to one individual. You see, you never know. All you did was talk to one. You see, that's all it takes for one drip to cause on Niagara Falls. This is our spiritual exercise.